Without attachment, we would never be able to experience the little joys of life and experience relationships the way that they're meant to be experienced. Without attachment, life would be a little sad, to be honest. Like, you know what? We all do need attachments in our life. We need that connection, that bond. We all need that understanding, and we all need that human contact. We can't deny it. We can't run away from it. We can just accept it. Now that we've taken the basics out of the way, we've gone over the basics over and over again. We've discussed what attachment is, what is the importance of understanding attachment, and what different attachment styles are. We are going to be focusing on a very, very, very important aspect in this video. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? I'm going to be showing you guys, and I'm going to be sharing some secrets, some intricate nitty-gritties with you guys that'll help you go from avoidant, dismissive, disoriented to secure attachment styles. Firstly, I'm going to ask you guys to dive in deeper and understand yourself, okay? Because now that you know what kind of attachment styles we've spoken about in the last video, you know exactly what kind of attachment style you fall under, okay? It could be avoidant, it could be dismissive, it could be disorganized, or it could be secure. And hey, if it's secure, then this is probably not the right video for you, because what am I teaching you? To go from secure to secure? No, that's not how it works. So firstly, understand that, and then you're going to know exactly how to follow through with the next steps that I'm going to be showing you guys. Now, the first thing here is going to be a very interesting one. You're going to understand your own triggers, okay? I'm going to be focusing on the biggest trigger of all, and as far as my research goes, relationships, being in a relationship and having a significant other, that could be your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, it could be anything. A significant other, that has been surprisingly and shockingly a very big trigger for developing anxiety, for developing dismissiveness, for being avoidant. It's simply been a big trigger. Now, this has to happen once, okay? Like literally just once, and your brain automatically sees that situation or that person as a trigger. Now, if your partner was to behave hot and cold with you, if they criticized you, they judged you, if they said something harsh to you, which was probably not true, but they were just not in the right mindset or headspace, and that just came out. If they dismissed your feelings, if they were avoidant with you, if they're not, giving you that kind of emotional vulnerability that you're looking for, that openness that you're looking for, that could again trigger a lot of aspects in you. Now, again, let me emphasize this. These are triggers within yourself that have been either embedded by the relationship or they were already present in you. Now, this is your time to reevaluate relationships. In the sense, relationship with other people, of course, but also your relationship with yourself, because you need to heal these triggers. This will obviously happen, and this is when it happens the most, is when you're in a relationship and all your childhood wounds, all your anxieties, your all kind of triggers pop up all at once, because now your emotions are open. Now they can be regulated. But again, you're going to have to, be that conscious with yourself. You're going to have to be that present with yourself and understand that, okay, this is what is happening. You need to be very highly self-aware in such situations and just know that, all right, fine, this is exactly what I'm going through. And breath work, meditation is probably going to help you just regulate your nervous system. And if you feel like these triggers are out of hand, like these are just something that have to do with a deeper issue, that could be a childhood wound, that could be abuse, that could have stemmed from abuse, that could have stemmed from any other situation, you have to go get therapy, my friend. You have to go get therapy. In that circumstance, that's going to help you so much more better. It's going to give you a clearer idea of what the trigger was. It's going to heal you. It's going to help you to heal from that trigger, and then that'll instead heal you. So when you heal, you attract better. You attract healed people, and then you start seeing these patterns in people where they're like avoidant or dismissive, and they just nonchalant, or they just don't care that much. You're not supposed to get involved with those people and get your heart broken, and now instead you look for someone who is more emotionally open, emotionally vulnerable, who is chalant, who cares and who shows that they care, who is just better with your heart. You have to understand and express your needs clearly and precisely and almost assertively. Now again, if you're one of those people who say that, oh no, I don't have needs, I'm very low maintenance, I'm this, I'm that. Listen. Who are you kidding? Like, who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? First of all, you're kidding yourself because you're not fooling anybody else. You're just fooling yourself. Get that to your thick skull, is because everybody has needs. The first thing you need to do is accept that within yourself you have needs as a human being. You need to be treated this way. You need to be spoken to a certain way. You need people to behave a certain way towards you. You need to demand respect. You need to, X, Y, and Z, for people to be able to live in your life, and for people to even have a relationship with you. And that relationship could mean literally anything, and not just romantic relationships. It could mean friendships, it could mean partnerships, it could mean anything. Now, once you understand that you have needs and you have wants and you're not willing to settle, okay, first come to terms with that fact. Stop being so pick me and low maintenance. So there's no point in that. Just literally let that thing go. Now that you know that you have needs, now you have boundaries. So what happens is, if you're just going through life, like just one day at a time, or just going with the flow, like extremely just being very weird with life, with no real direction or no real motive, you probably are not going to understand this. But people who do have goals, people who do have ambitions, people who do have something to do in their lives and something to look forward to, they will definitely get this. You need to be in charge of every aspect of your life. That means you have to be in charge of setting firm boundaries and not letting people cross those boundaries or turn over a new leaf, or just be in your life with no valuation, just no meaning. They're not adding any value. They're not giving you money. They're not making you happy. You know what? Let them go. Let that boat sink. Just let that go. Just, it's just pointless. It's just literally pointless. At this point, like, if I have to explain this to you, that means it's messed up. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. So you need to understand, you need to set boundaries. You need to set firm boundaries when it comes to protecting your peace, because your peace is your responsibility. First of all, you have to understand that. Set firm boundaries. And listen, if you want to be quiet, you don't want to speak, that's completely fine. Even if you don't, that does not mean, when I say set boundaries, people immediately go to, oh, I have to scream and yell and I have to be very assertive and very loud. That's when people are going to take me seriously. Not exactly. That's not what I mean. You have to set your intent and set it nicely and just be like, you know what, this is something I don't tolerate. If that other person doesn't take it seriously, take action. Take action. If anybody is to disrespect your boundary, take action. Take immediate action. Simple. So that way you get to keep your peace. That way you get to keep your sanity. That way you're not yelling and screaming on top of your lungs, trying to set a boundary just because the other person doesn't understand basic respect, basic human respect. That's not your problem. That is really not your problem. You do you set your boundary nicely and you take action, and we're good. We're good. They're going to learn how to respect you after that. So take my advice on that. The most important aspect here, the most important aspect here is change your perspective. Perspective is game, people. Perspective is game. People who get it, they get it. And people who don't, like, bye. Because you know what? If you don't get it, not my problem. But people who do get it, you understand that having a positive perspective and positive outlook, just generally in life, and just being a generally positive, more optimistic person is going to help you out so much when it comes to relationships. It's just going to help you out so much, because now, for example, that person doesn't answer your call. You don't immediately think that person's cheating on you. You think, oh, they might be busy. Basic. That was literal basic and bare minimum, but like, you know what? You get it. You get exactly what I'm going at with this. So if you were to change your perspective a little bit on this situation, unless, you know what, of course, that person's shown you signs that, you know what, they're capable of doing all of that, then shame on you, because what are you doing? Why are you still in that situation? But you know what, if that person's healthy, that person's normal, that person's just busy, that person's just working, the person's just like a normal person who's existing and who's happy with you, happy to be in a relationship with you, who's very lucky to be in a relationship with you, why is this like, then I'm sorry to say, but you're a really insecure person, because you're just like, oh, they didn't call me back, oh, they didn't do this, oh, they didn't answer my text, oh, what is going on, oh, blah 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 blah. Unless you're trying to drive that person away from you, further and further away, because you really don't like that person, and you like, I don't know how you got into that relationship, but you're just trying to hint at that person to leave, because you know what, you're showing them certain characteristics that they are definitely not gonna like. Unless you're doing that, then you know what, just shush. I don't know, that was a little bit of, complexity. But you get where I'm going with this. So change your perspective, friends. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help you in the long run. Learn to trust. Learn to trust. I know. This is another generation to be saying this because, boy, it's 2024. Are you kidding me about trust? But again, you know what? First of all, learn to trust yourself. Learn to trust yourself. Again. You can trust people, and they can in turn give you a reason and show you why you shouldn't trust them. And that's when you stop trusting them. But how would you know if somebody's trustworthy or not unless you actually trust them? It's clear as day. Like, just trust them and just be like, you know what, all right, fine, this is what it is, and this is how we're going to be, and this is how it is going to be. This is what the situation is, XYZ, whatever your scenario could be. It could be literally anything. Just trust them with it. Just trust them with it, because with time you'll see that they were worth the trust or they were not worth that trust, and you probably messed up like normal human beings do, and that is completely fine. There is nothing wrong with that. Again, all you have to do is just trust. Just learn to trust. Just trust like little things. Stop being so pessimistic and stop being so stuck up in your ways where you always feel like people are jeopardizing you, people are out to get you, people are just like a threat to you, like people hate you for some reason. No, nobody's out to get you. Nobody even cares about you that much. Like, nobody's even thinking about you that much. I don't know why people think that they're celebrities of some kind. Like, you're not Tom Holland and Zendaya. Like, shush, people, shush. Because no, nobody cares. Literally nobody cares. They probably might be thinking about you in that second, in that moment, and that's about it. Right? They go about their day. They've got their life going on, unless they're like some obsessive stalkerish type people. Then yeah, you probably need other kind of help. That's outside of my jurisdiction. So you know what? But if not, then you know what? Just stop caring about what people think, and just stop trusting. Just start trusting yourself more. Start trusting people more. Just trying to understand that people make mistakes. Just trying to understand that even with those mistakes, you need to have boundaries. That's when you establish boundaries when it comes to relationships. Majorly, just learn to trust yourself. Once you learn to relax within yourself, you can relax in any other situation, because now you trust yourself. Now you trust yourself in a way that, you know what, even if the other person was to F up and just do something stupid, you can bounce back from it because you trust yourself. You've got it. You've got it. You've got that sauce. You're that girl or that boy. You can get out of it. Then you can bounce back. Just trust that. This is a very important one because this is just generally important for life. This is not just important because we're talking about attachments and human beings and relationships. This is generally important for life. You have to regulate your emotions. You can't just go through life living absurdly and living with anxiety and depression and stuff. No, you can't, unless you're clinically diagnosed, of course. Those people don't count. But you know what, if it's just anxiety induced due to certain situations and certain triggers, you can't, because what that does is that's just going to put you in a bad nervous pattern, and that's just going to dysregulate your hormones, dysregulate your nervous system, just dysregulate your breathing, everything. So first of all, get a grip of yourself and learn breathing techniques, EFT tapping methods. EFT is basically energetic field tapping. So there are different energetic fields on your body that you tap on while you're doing breathing exercises. Now, breathing exercises can be very simple, where you just take long deep breaths for 3 or 4 counts, then you hold the breath for 3 or 4 counts, and then you exhale with the same amount of counts. Unless you want to increase it, decrease it, that's completely up to you how you do that. You are going to sit and meditate. You're going to sit with yourself. I don't know why this is so uncomfortable for you guys, where you're like, oh, I have to sit with myself? Really? That is so weird. Like, I get bored. No, you don't get bored. You just in your head too much, and you're just like addicted to your phone, probably just addicted to your television set, addicted to your laptop, addicted to your gaming station, PlayStation, whatever it is. Like, you just need to get out of that. Come out of that. Please just sit with yourself. Just understand that you're a human being and you need some time off to yourself. Journal. Please romanticize all of this while you're doing it. This is going to be another video, you guys. Oh my god, I'm so smart. I just make up new video content in every video. That is brilliant. I like this. However, you're going to romanticize every moment of your life, okay? So that's how you're going to enjoy that moment. You're going to light up some candles. You're going to light up some essence, or don't light up essence if there's a fire hazard, or you yourself don't know how to handle fire. Just buy some essence, like a diffuser or something. Just some scented candles would do too. That's fine. Just like that, just sit down, journal in the sense. Now again, you're gonna be like, what am I gonna write about? No, you're gonna, you're gonna thought dump. You're gonna thought dump. That's how you start journaling. That's how everyone basically starts journaling. Whatever you're feeling in that moment, start with that. And then whatever you felt throughout the day, if you remember it, just go through that. And just, it doesn't have to be like a poetry or like a story. It's not a book. It's your journal. You can write however you want. You want to write in like slang, go slang that shit. If you want to be very nice and precise and very beautiful, if you want to make it very aesthetic, completely just do you. It's your journal, it's your personal territory. You're free to do whatever you want, but make sure you make time for all of these activities, because these are just beneficial for your life. Like, these are life skills at this point. These are not, I'm not trying to save your relationships or anything. These are life skills. You just need this for yourself. Okay, and now again, we've come back to the brilliant and the most loved sponsor of this video, self-love and self-care. You are going to make time for self-love. You're going to make time for self-care. You're going to make time for all the activities that they involve and they include. And that doesn't just mean go spend money. If you don't have money, don't spend money. That's completely fine. There's so much more you can do when you're at home. If you're a homebody, you know what? Great. Please go cook your favorite meal. And then once you cook that favorite meal, bring it back upstairs or to your room, wherever, take it to your room. You know, turn on some nice lights if you have some nice lights in your room. If not, that's completely fine. Turn on your favorite movie or your TV show that you really enjoy and that's really comforting to you. Do that. Just make the most out of it. Just learn to take care of yourself. Give yourself a nice hair spa, a good like skin session, just like, you know, with a whole steaming, scrubbing, exfoliating, whatever you want to do. If you want an in-depth tutorial of what I do with my skin and hair, I can let you guys know. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want to, you know more about that. But just do all of that. Take care of your body, moisturize, exfoliate, do all of that. And if you have a bathtub, just get a bath bomb. Just get a regular ass bath bomb, or a nice one if you want to splurge a little bit. Get a nice bath bomb, sit in the bathtub, soak, and have a bath caddy on your side where you're reading a book, where you're lighting up candles and incense, where you're just watching your show in the bathtub, and just sit there and enjoy your life. Like, stop crying. Like, I am tired of you guys like crying so much. Like, shush, stop cribbing so much, stop crying, and just really enjoy your life, enjoy your own company, and just take care of yourself. You deserve it, you're worth it. You remember that, right? Like, remember it the rest of your life. Like, tattoo it on your forehead if you have to. Okay, having said that, we come to the end of this brilliant video, you guys. I hope you guys really got some good information out of this, and if you follow these steps, you're gonna go from all of the negativities to a secure attachment style, and you're gonna love that, because that place is a very secure, confident, and a homely and a whole place to be in. Like, trust me, it's very amazing. However, you know what? This has been a lovely 3-part series. Now I'm going to be back again with a regular scheduled weekly episode. Till then, I'm going to see you in my next video. Take care, you guys. Bye.